All right.
Wow,
Disclaimer.
that was totally an experience. Sorry, go ahead.
We're on to a new game now. King's
Okay.
Quest is copyright by Sierra. We've seen this disclaimer twice. Go away. This game is dedicated to...
Butts. No, wait, that's my life.
That sullies the grand memory of... Oh, now they're gone. Now we won't know who they are. Leilana and Gon... I don't remember.
And Gandhi.
So our AGD logo this time is not flying through the water or through a cave. It's just there.
It's just dumb.
It just fizzled and died.
No seabirds in that.
So today, once to finish our old school King's Quest, we're playing King's Quest 3!
The quest for the squarest of castles.
Oh, that's a different quest.
And for science!
Well, to be fair, the end of this game is you finding that square castle.
What?
Not to spoil anything, but we've already played this game before, the original version. This is the remake, obviously, done by AGD Interactive once again. We're going to get through this tonight, hopefully, completely, because I want to start playing the new King's Quest, the 2015 King's Quest, on this stream, and bring in so the viewers who are like, let's play a game that's been made in the past 20 years will finally be able to get their way or something.
Yeah. Anyway, start the game so something interesting will happen.
So here's our opening. We got spooky music. This, if you remember, was the curse from the end of the King's Quest 2 remake. Whereas the glowing guy who was the DeviantArt pictures.
Unfortunately, I have no idea what you're talking about, but...
Well, here's the thing. The King's Quest 2 videos are posting right now. That gives you an idea of how long ago we're recording this.
Right.
But, it's the guy at the end cursed King Graham, and this is the curse, and now it's like, here's the first part of the curse where your family's in jeopardy, because that's very...
Family's... Oh no, a magic mirror.
What? Wait, hold on.
I feel a drawing coming on.
Every single King's Quest game has a stupid mirror in it. This mirror is more like, it has been in more games than like King Graham has.
It's the MacGuffin of the game.
MacGuffin.
Poppy seed MacGuffin.
So, there's a limerick about World War I.
Here we go. Read it.
Okay. Hold on, there's a baby. Oh my gosh!
Baby Valenice.
I wasn't that's not baby Valenice.
Not in there. It's baby Roberta Williams.
Oh, once upon a time, little Roberta Williams woke up in her crib and had an idea for a King's Quest game. But Brandon Clausen said, I will write the additional story. But suddenly a shadow came. And then Roberta Williams had been erased from history. So AGD Interactive had to take over. Oh no, she's just being kidnapped by death. Never mind.
Oh, right.
That's freaky.
This isn't the one... Wait, the last one had the Master in it, didn't? Or was that Quest for Glory?
No, it was the Father. And yeah, it was the King's Quest 2 Redux.
Oh, okay. Now... See, it's coming back to me. It's coming back.
The Shadow ate the baby. That's what happened.
Maybe the Shadow ate your baby.
Anyway, while Death is walking through the woods, here's your limerick about World War I. For some reason. There once was a great world war. When Ferdinand's head hit the floor, the Allies fought Germany with truly high urgency. This limerick doesn't rhyme anymore.
I like it.
Oh, I hated that.
However,
limerick.
it's not. I don't know if it's completely historically accurate, because if a grenade went off in his car, he'd hit the roof.
Wasn't he shot by a guy having a sandwich?
No, whatever Princip. The guy's name was Princip, and like Yuri or Alexandrov Princip, and he dropped a grenade on his car.
I thought he...
And then he was shot. I think the grenade didn't go off. Hey, chat, just look up the details for us and tell us what happened.
We're playing King's Quest 3. This has nothing to do with Archduke Ferdinand.
Ignore our stream and learn about Archduke Ferdinand.
If it was King's Quest 7, it would have to do with Archduke Ferdinand, because he's a poodle in that game.
Fine.
Just saying. Anyway, so Death takes a baby up to his mountain abode.
As it should be.
As well, it should be. So, there was something I was going to say about this game. I totally forgot. The voice actor for the main character in this game is actually from Salt Lake, randomly. So he might be outside the window.
Wouldn't do it for an apostle to... He might be outside the window, right?
Let's check. Hold on.
Ooh, he's looking through.
Ooh, he drives a Nissan. Hey, you guys playing my game?
He checks every house in the nation all day to find if somebody...
Somebody's playing AGD Interactive King's Quest 3.
This is the only way my life is relevant.
Anyway, so there's our intro from the mirror. And now the mirror's getting all old and grody.
Ew.
So is this like a security camera mirror? You think if somebody was like watching this mirror and be like, oh no, Death is kidnapping a baby. Should we send someone after him? But they forgot to hit record.
There's somebody named Brimhall. They're definitely from Utah.
Anyway, here's a
millennial.
Here's a millennial?
No, it looks like the dude who plays the Flash. Like the actor. Grant Gustin, I think. Except he's not skinny enough.
Hold on.
Gwydion.
Gwydion's a girl's name.
Wherefore art thou Gwydion? What is it, Mom?
Told you not to spy on me on me time.
Stand up. You know, for being like a slave or whatever, he's got nice boots.
Yes.
We weren't disputing the fact that Archduke Ferdinand's head hit the floor.
No, I was. Whether it
you
hit
were.
the floor or hit the roof.
Right.
Did it? No, because he did fall on the ground.
Eventually it would
But
hit
that
the
was the
floor
ground,
because
not
of
the
gravity.
floor.
Look, shut up. Here's a town.
But
An
did
anchor.
he go through the roof?
What's over here? Oh, doors.
Somebody needs to close their blinds.
Here's a quaint little town in Spain. It's got like gables.
Does it look like it looks like Spain?
Stucco. Well, the stucco did. The buildings not so much.
The player lived in Spain, for those of you wondering.
And the Doodler didn't.
For those of you
Whoa,
wondering.
whoa, whoa,
What the?
Hey, how's it go? Oh, he flipping you off? Curse you! Gwydion.
That's not Bathsheba. I'm gonna turn my telescope elseways.
And then he turned into a spider. What the?
And slid up beside her.
Oh, I'm frightened that.
Hey,
What?
I do recognize this place
Gwydion,
because even though
doing, boy?
Yeah, it's similar.
the layout is the same, even though the design is different.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was just looking.
Looking for a new purple shirt.
Just-
leave of your duties.
Dude, I totally should have worn my bright purple shirt.
Oh,
for this.
I'm
You should
sorry.
have told me.
One day.
Yes, Mananin.
Mananan.
Mananan.
Your
Mananan.
parents survived your wretched infancy. The sight of your sloth alone would have killed.
Oh,
Sorry, I try to keep my sloth tied up in the basement. But, you know, he slowly gets out.
favor you. Few orphaned youths can know such fortune. You are lucky to be here.
You are deformed, and you are ugly, and these are crimes for which the world knows little pity.
Now get to
You do not understand. I am your one defender. I screwed up the lyrics, but it's close enough.
Oh, man, folks. I'm going home. Because he screwed up the lyrics.
And out
Such
there.
is the
Oh,
story of young Gwydion's life to this point.
oh.
Once a
The
poor
story is the
boy,
wizard. In that previous picture, the wizard wasn't even like looking at him. He was like looking off to the side.
follows Mananan into the house.
Yeah, what's a poor boy to do? So here we are.
All
All right, so a couple things about King's Quest 3.
It sucks.
No, it's
I mean, no, it's a good game. You should watch it because we're playing it right now.
That's weird. The mouse speed is kind of screwy. It's one of the sand people looking at him from that cave. Okay, so King's Quest 3 Redux is not as radical as it's... Oh my
The
gosh!
wizard looks at you menacingly.
My chamber pot is full.
Gross!
Immediately.
I had to interrupt you by saying that I've pooped. Stop saying poop, wizard. Anyway,
Hey, there's no Annalise on the stream. It's okay.
that's true. I like the music. It's like dun 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 every time you go into another screen.
Wrinkle
Chamber
your
pot,
nose in
chamber
disgust.
pot,
You
chamber
throw the
pot,
smelly
chamber
contents of
pot,
the chamber
chamber
pot
pot,
out the open
chamber
window.
pot.
pot of pan, pot
What
of
a
pot.
way to make a
what?
living.
Sorry, I screwed that up too. That's the jauntiest chamber pot music I've ever heard.
Out of all the chamber pop music I've heard, that
Oh my gosh, here's a tapestry of his
is
work.
an 11.
You
What?
have always admired this lovely
Kindness of
tapestry.
strangers.
It's one of the few bright spots in this dreary house.
Okay, so I was... See, look, there's this Court Castle right there.
This is a castle, and there are many tapestries. But if you are Mananan, then I am Mickey Mouse. How dare he?
King's Quest 3 Redux is a lot closer to the original King's Quest 3 than the King's Quest 2 Redux
Perfect servant, aren't you?
was to King's Quest 2. So, but there are still a couple of changes, most notably later on in the game.
You take the mutton chop and carry it with
Most of the early game is very similar to the original.
you.
Nice.
Take the
It
loaf
looks
of bread
exactly the
and
same.
Yeah, like
Layout
there's
wise.
nothing.
layout wise, yeah.
You take the fruit.
So if you'll notice in the inventory, it looks like this. Once we get items that Mananan will kill us for, they'll have blue glowing around us. So for those of you who
You retreat.
don't know anything about King's Quest 3
You
or
take-
didn't see our other streams,
Consult your local
Consult
library.
your
The
local
wooden
library.
spoon from the iron rack and keep it with you.
So,
That's a nice rack.
oops, that was a chore doing thing. And look, there's a cat. It's a cat. It's a cat. It's a cat.
What does this cat have to do with anything?
He's oh, I was going to say he had a giant head, but then the weight icon.
There's no hole in this bucket. Why bother with it?
Dear
What?
Liza, dear
There's
Liza.
no hole in this bucket. There's clearly a hole in the top.
There's no hole in this bucket. Why
I
bother
think it's
with it?
they're making a joke on the old rhyme. There's a hole in the bucket.
Oh, why bother with it?
No, dear Liza, dear Liza.
Oh.
You scrutinize the moose head.
Listen, I didn't say it was a good
While
joke.
it
I
is
said that
long
might be what they're
past its
saying.
Grazing days. You feel sorry for the poor old thing.
Poor moose. He stayed at Riverdale. Anyway, so King's Quest 3.
Yes.
So you're at the house of this old wizard, and you're the servant, obviously, and kidnapped as a baby, which you don't know in the original King's Quest 3. It just starts with him like staring out into nowhere, and he doesn't see the sand people or whoever that was at that spider cave. The thing is, if the wizard catches you, it's poking around places you're not supposed to be, like going down the hill to the town.
He gonna do worse than make you clean out his chamber pot. That's for sure. That's for dang sure.
That's full show.
I'll guarantee. See? I told you. Say his name and he shall appear.
Ah! So then he just checks in on you and like, hey, you standing in the corner still? That's cool. I'm not gonna argue.
Don't touch my chamber pot. Wait, no, go.
No, we already
Pour
did
the
that.
bottles in a bowl. Swirl and swallow it down whole. Let the contents slosh and roll. Feel the liquid warm your soul.
I'm feeling slashy.
Ooh, that was a limerick worthy of Sir Watts. What do you think, Sir Watts?
That wasn't a limerick.
You're not a limerick.
I know.
You're a never mind.
Lamerick?
It's a painting of the wizard from long ago. You wonder if he was ever young.
Did Picard ever have hair?
He's probably lighter than the real thing.
Don't count on it.
Ah! That was creepy.
So, I got something that's related to King's Quest.
Oh, please! Oh,
Say.
finally, not World War One. Tell us.
No, so I started with my nieces and nephews. I started GMing a stream. Not a stream. Sorry, not a stream. A tabletop RPG that's really loosely based on any rules, of especially Dungeons and Dragons. But they play. There he is again!
Somebody talking about Dungeons and Dragons.
Did somebody say Thor?
Okay, so here's something new with the remake. Now I can actually save the game.
Oh, I never finished my story.
You can finish it later. This game is not going to be over in 3 minutes. Okay, so you notice the time at the top is now changed to green. So King's Quest 3 has a gimmick where there's this timer going the whole time. And so when the wizard is gone, this timer's green and you can go around and do whatever you want. But he'll eventually come back from this journey, and then if you've got magic stuff or things are out of place or whatever, he will kill you. So, but it will like turn yellow when he's almost going to come back, and it will turn red like right before he comes back. So you'll have a little indicator and start panicking. But in the meantime, we're going to search his house for stuff.
green,
When
and
you've
when it was
worn out
black,
that
it was
salt.
black.
Your
So
breath. You take the
let's steal his mirror. Did you know
so far
the cat allergy potions? Is that what that is?
a bottle with a cat's head on it.
Oh.
Mananan must be allergic to cats.
Maybe it's just cat pee in a bottle.
A bottle of cat pee.
Let's get bottle number 5.
You don't have a problem with heights.
Oh, what?
A blue bottle labeled
Oh.
with a V. Given local topography, you're guessing it stands for vertigo. Mananan must have a little trouble with heights.
I think it actually stands for love potion number 5. Oh, that's love potion number
Love
9.
potion?
You've fed
Oh, love
slop
potion.
in your life.
Never mind. I was going to say love potion number 9, but it's love potion number 5. Mambo
You've
number
never
9.
wanted.
Little
Well,
bit of
now
love
I've got
potion all night
rose,
long.
Get out of the drawer. Rose petal essence. We've got.
You
Ooh.
don't look good wearing. You don't look. You don't. You search the pockets of the black
Ooh, a
cloak.
brass key.
Suddenly, you just.
Dude, all your homies agree that you look
ser-
good in black.
You search the. You.
I'm just seeing if there's.
you-
There's supposed to be a map in here, right?
I love that
you-
pointed hat with
you
the
don't-
stars and moons
you
on it.
don't- you don't-
I
Yeah.
want one.
That's certainly not ripped off of anything.
That's in everything. Oh no, wait, that was from the
You'd rather
Sorcerer's
touch-
Apprentice.
You'd rather. You'd rather-
Fine.
There's supposed to be a map up there, but I'm not seeing it. Anyway, so yeah.
So, anecdote.
Please tell your anecdote while I'm wandering around.
So my nieces and nephews are playing. They are playing with their Legos as their characters, and all the monsters are made out of Legos.
Quit fooling around in Manannan's drawers.
That's not what he said. But
You're not sure. The chart is
Oh, I
firm.
can't take it. Here's something cool though. Sorry to interrupt your
open
story
the
again.
desks
But he's got letters on his desk here.
again. You search the.
No, I wanted to click on the letters.
Persistent, aren't you?
Uh-oh, if it's saying a different thing every time, it means that eventually it will let us do something.
Upon closer
Yep,
examination
here we go.
of the contents of the desk, you find a letter.
One day I'll
You
finish the
remove it
story,
and take
folks.
it with you.
Nope.
but it is not this day.
Having already removed.
All right, so ready for what this letter says?
Guess I have to be.
My dear Manannan, it saddens me to hear that no word of your sister, Hagatha, dun dun dun, has reached you of late. We can but hope she's well and able somewhere to do as she pleases, to whomever she pleases.
Gross.
We turned her into a cat woman last time. My own sister's well, thank you for asking. She was taken with you once, but before you grew that excessive beard. Since you were a handsome man in your day, I can only imagine. Is your servant performing as adequately as the last? You certainly pick him, don't you? Rumor has it that the father had a particular say in who this latest slave would be. Such a rare honor. I'm really quite envious. Then again, you name them all Gwydion. So what does it matter where they come from? The way they meet their end on all their 18th birthdays. Oh, you're such a poetic dear. As for my own darling boy, he's performing his role as a loyal son superbly. One might think he's been doing so his whole life. Okay, so this letter right here, rife with both fanon and references to other games. Both
Rife with famine?
fanon, F-A-N-O-N. It's like canon for fans. I explained this in King's Quest 2.
I wasn't paying attention.
I know, but it's basically things that fans have extrapolated, and most fan works now say is actual canon, even though it was never explicitly stated.
Right.
The point is, Sir Watts has to leave for a second. The point is this, so it talks about Hagatha, who's from King's Quest 2, obviously. And this letter is actually, if you read between the lines, is from Lolote, because she's talking about how his
Wasn't she the queen of the harpies?
no, she was the queen or the witch in King's Quest 4 that Edgar was her son. 'cause
Yeah,
that's-
no, I remember.
Yeah.
But no, she had the hired goons.
Yeah, she had the hired guns.
There
That's right.
seems
That's
to be
why I
more
thought she was the
written
queen
on
of
Oh,
the harpies.
there's more on the other side of the letter. Here we go. In
Wait,
matters of the faith,
there's more space dust.
in matters of the faith, my response is as it has always been. We must continue to do what we can to usurp control from the unfaithful, so that the world may be prepared for the great day. You know,
It'll be great
June
that day.
17th.
The summery solstice.
It'll be great. It'll be okay. For my part, I have made plans to rid this realm of my enemy, being so predictable and obliviously innocent she'll make easy prey. The time comes soon, Brother Manannan, and our long wait will be over. May swift destruction come to all those who oppose us. In the Father we trust, L.
Yes, evil overlord. Anyway, back to you.
P.S. You really shouldn't keep cats around the house. Steeds make much better pets. She doesn't. Steed. She doesn't have a steed though. You get her a unicorn eventually, but she doesn't have one. Anyway,
Beautiful
so that's
unicorn.
from Lolote from King's Quest 4. And so obviously King's Quest 3 takes this whole father thing that they introduced in their King's Quest 2 remake and kind of is running with it still, kind of in the background.
Yeah.
So, with mixed results, like, I don't know how much it adds to King's Quest 3 to have this weird whole father thing tying it all together, but AGD Interactive likes doing it.
Worked for Star Wars.